From trash to treasure, we find out how items destined for the tip are raising thousands for charity thanks to upcycling.
Excuse me.
Shall I do this? If you've ever had a moment when you've seen something in your house and you're thinking, should we keep it, should we get rid of it? Maybe it's useful for something else. It's called upcycling.
If you decide to keep it and do something with it. And the UK's biggest repair shop and upcycling centre is in Manchester, and it specialises in giving tired items a new lease of life, as well as raising money for charity. And we would love to hear from you if you've given anything a new lease of life. Send it to us. Any of the pictures of things that you've upcycled. BBC Breakfast at bbc.co.uk. Charlie was telling me about a kitchen he found in a skip.
Well, yeah, it did happen.
And you used it?
Yes.
How long did you use it?
With permission.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's important to say. That's slightly different, though, isn't it?
Is it?
People have already been getting in touch this morning. So, would you like to see Nerek's story? So, what have we got here? We've got her bathroom sink. She has transformed it into a solar-powered water feature and bird bath.
That is beautiful, Nera. Absolutely lovely. You'd barely know it was a bathroom sink initially, would you?
It's I'm trying to work out what she'd put stones in it.
Yeah.
And they get water flowing through it.
It's solar powered. She's done a great job.
Lots of people do this. So if you've got stuff that you've transformed, the more dramatic the better, as far as I'm concerned. Or if it's really tiny, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All the stuff, let us know, show us pictures.
Maybe upcycling is your thing. Upcycling furniture with a lick of paint or some new fabric. It can really bring an old piece back to life. You have been sending your pictures of turning trash to treasure this morning, and they are lovely.
So, this is a picture from Brian, who's upcycled the stained glass panels in his son's old door after he got a new one, turning into a freestanding frame. Okay, so I'm trying to get, because that still looked like a door to me, but yeah, I think that is just in isolation, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think it's got a little shelf underneath it. Very handy. I love that for your entrance hall or something. Sharon managed to repurpose this old chest of drawers. Have a look. It is amazing what some paint can do.
But it's presumably still a chest of drawers, is it?
Yeah, but she has given it a lick of paint and put a new design on.
I wonder what this used to be.
I'm trying to work it out. It's tricky, isn't it? We think maybe that used to be a toilet, Charlie. Sent in by Sarah. Thank you.
This one is from Andy, who's been transforming this once tired chair, it says in the script here, and he's been given quite a bit of colour, hasn't it? There you go. Is that upcycling, or is that's just kind of, isn't that just changing the, that's just changing the material on a seat, isn't it?
To make it look better, yes, upcycling.
Okay.
Your bar is too high.
I was kind of thinking you're going to have a thing that was completely transformed into a different use entirely.
No, it's being used again and improved, upcycled.
Anything we can use around here that we can use as an example, Nina? What can we do?
Everything is in pristine condition in this studio. Male presenters, yeah.
Well, ignore that suggestion that came in my ear just then. 7:27 is the time. Stuff that you just make better and maybe reuse.
Yeah, things that maybe were headed for the tip, headed for the bin, but you've decided to give it a new lease of life. And you have been sending in pictures of the trash to treasure projects that you've been on. Here are some of them.
So, we've got Nigel's picture here. I'm just looking at this picture, trying to work it out. He's got very creative. His old bed frame used the old slats. So he's used the slats from the bed to make the sundial shape.
Yeah, and is that a lovely mirror in the middle? Nice one, Nigel. That's brilliant. This is Francis's job. Francis managed to turn a broken picture frame into a useful key box. That's cool. So she's put the hooks on the top and then you hang your keys from below it. Brilliant.
And an old pair of jeans here. So these have been recycled into a plant pot. This is Darren.
Yeah. That is, be careful if you've had a drink at a party and you spot them. That's a good job. This is an old piano. Now this was destined for landfill. Look at that. It's been turned into a bar. Can you see the vodka optics there, Charlie?
That's quite a piece of work, that one.
Isn't it? The lights
That is the most
inside.
dramatic we've seen so far, I think. That is, someone has put a lot of work into that. Wow.
We are loving your upcycling projects this morning. Keep them coming in.
But Nina is going to describe for you some of the upcycling images that people have sent us this morning, OK? So bear with us.
Oh, thanks, Charlie. Oh, this is lovely. So we've got here, Sarah, do you know the Henry Hoovers? The ones
yes,
with faces on. So they've taken off the lead and the actual vacuum bit, and they've used the faces, the friendly faces, to put flowers in the top, so flower pots.
So the next one is, this is Janie, who's upcycled her old tyres. So we've got old tyres that have been painted pink,
yeah,
and turned into garden seats. So
yeah,
it's got a kind of mesh across the top. So there's one on top of the other, and you've got a kind of a chair.
I'm not thinking that's the comfiest place to perch, but well done anyway. Jan has furnished a new home for Hammer the hamster. So what we've got here, Sarah, is an old TV stand, you know, with the glass sides. She's put a little hamster run in it, lots of sawdust, a perfect little playroom for the hamster.
And Danny is the last one we've got here. So he takes different things he finds in charity shops and turns them into musical instruments. OK, so we have a kind of a guitar, it looks almost more like a mandolin, doesn't it? Which I can't even work out what it's made of, but it looks genuinely like an instrument you could play. That's quite ambitious.
It does. We've not heard him play it, so we can't say necessarily whether he does play it. Sarah, we've been discussing, though, is there a bar for upcycling? Charlie thinks it has to be something that's been completely repurposed and changed into something different. Can it just be something that you repainted, polished up from a charity shop?
Absolutely. I think anything that gets reused is you can count as recycling. I think saving stuff that is going to be thrown away absolutely counts. So no, just thinking a bit more carefully about our rubbish and things that we might throw away. I think that counts as upcycling. Nice as eBay.
Thank you, Sarah. You could take a leaf out of her book then. She said if it's not brilliant, you praise the fact that they've tried at all.
Doesn't matter, does it?
Charlie.
Just go for it and just build something, make something else.
And so well done. It looks like you worked really hard on that.
It's like being back at school, isn't it?